it's Lindsay with Dearlyndsey, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. So this video is going to be kind of like an update on my life, on where we are, and things like that. So it's going to be just pretty much a coffee chat. We'll call it a coffee chat. Just to update you guys. It's been a while since I've given an update, and it's also been a while since, I started posting videos again. So let's get started. Okay, so as you know, or if you are not new to this channel, I used to live on 3 acres. We bought a home on 3 acres and had chickens and a duck and just a beautiful 3 acres. Well, that house was not doing us very well. We all kept getting sick. It started getting mold, and it just started draining us. And we were an hour from everything, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but with us homeschooling, we were further away from activities for the kids to do, and further away from our homeschool group with their friends we're at. So we had to miss a lot of activities, which I absolutely hated. So it was just getting really hard on us. It was costing us way more to spend in gas than it was to save living out there. And then after our beautiful Idaho trip last year, we found out that we were expecting another baby. I did not announce Miss Evangeline to anybody except for close family and friends. Not to hide it, just to kind of enjoy it to ourselves. And I guess just relax. I didn't want pressure of, is the baby here yet, and stuff like that. And my doctor's appointments were a lot further out than we had liked, because I was a high risk with this pregnancy. So we decided that we should move. So I guess we'll get into the move, and then I can get into the high risk part, so you guys are all updated. So we decided to move in March. And we did. I was 37 weeks pregnant, I believe, when we decided to move. And thankfully I had amazing friends and family to help us in that transition from our old home to our new home. We sold our old home and moved. And I had amazing friends to help come unpack since I was pregnant, and they wanted to make sure that my house was put together by the time Miss Evangeline made her appearance. So they helped me unpack and get everything organized beforehand, which was tremendous. Like, it helped so much. Like, I really can't express how much I love my friends. But that was a blessing in itself. All right, so I guess let's talk about the high risk. So with Miss Evangeline, in the beginning of my pregnancy, when I went in to do my first labs to just kind of test everything, I got a call talking about antibodies. Never heard of this before, like, at all. So I was like, I was scared. Like, I didn't know what it meant or anything like that. But apparently I had anti-big E, I believe is what it's called. And that means that my body was making antibodies to fight, or that could possibly fight, the baby in my uterus. So I was high risk. I had to go and get scans every week or every other week to make sure that my body wasn't attacking the baby, and that her iron and anemia levels were not below, or she wasn't becoming anemic. If that were the case, then she would have to have in utero transfusions with blood to replace the blood that she was losing or being deficient of. Thankfully, I did not have to have it, or she did not have to have any in utero transfusions. And I was really hoping for a home birth this go round since she was my last and our surprise baby. But since I was high risk, I did not feel comfortable delivering at home. At the time, still living an hour away from everything. I just didn't feel comfortable with that, especially with the risks that we have. One of the risks are jaundice, which jaundice is normally okay in situations. But when you have antibodies and your baby comes out jaundice, they have a higher risk of increasing jaundice levels and them not coming down as fast or as normal as they should, meaning that they could become anemic after birth as well. So with those factors in, I decided to go ahead and have a hospital birth. So, which was sad, but I came to terms with it. I was okay with it as long as I could have as natural as possible home hospital birth. So my normal original OB that I was seeing before I switched was not like-minded, so I decided to try to switch at 37 weeks. I know, crazy, right? Yeah, that happened. And thankfully, the amazing doctor decided to accept me at 37 weeks pregnant. I was so grateful. I was filled with joy. I was so excited because we were both on the same page on how I wanted to birth and the experience I wanted to have. So I got to see her one time, and then we scheduled my induction because with antibodies, the longer you go, the more at risk your baby could be put at in the womb. So I didn't want it to be induced, but for the safety of Evangeline, we went the route of being induced. They let me go a little bit farther than when I was supposed to be induced, so I was thankful for that. But by the time I got to the hospital, I was already 3 centimeters dilated anyway, so the route that I wanted to go induction-wise was not the one that I could do. So I had to be hooked to Pitocin and get the party started. So pretty much about a week after we moved in, we went to the hospital and we had Miss Evangeline. And it was an amazing experience. I hired a doula to help coach me. Since I couldn't have a midwife, I really wanted a doula to help me try not to focus on the pain that I would be in and help me figure out ways to labor and stuff like that. So if you are in Oklahoma, in the central Oklahoma area, and you need a doula, you should check out Sooner State Doula. She is absolutely amazing. I loved her. And my poor husband was like, what do I do? What do you want me to do? And I was like, just stand there and encourage me. I mean, the doula was pretty much doing all the work for me or for him. So yes, I highly recommend a doula for anybody that needs that push. But the birth went absolutely amazing. She was born March 26th, and she weighed 8 pounds, 4 ounces, I believe. So, yeah, and she is a beautiful bundle of joy, and I can't believe she's already 3 months old. She'll be 4 months in a week or so. It's crazy. And we didn't announce her at all on social media or anything until the day she was born. It was just easier for us that way, and it was actually quite fun as well because a lot of people were like, hey, what did I miss? And we're like, you didn't miss anything. I didn't tell anybody. And I guess it also, another reason why we kind of kept it is because the antibodies, I mean, that was a scary situation of itself, because I didn't know what to expect. I did find a amazing support group that for mothers that have I don't want to say disabilities, ISO pregnancies, where they have antibodies and things that fight the baby. There are so many different antibodies that you can have that can fight the baby. So it was crazy. But she came out, she was jaundice, and her levels were a little high when she was first born, but we were able to bring them down the first week without having to supplement with formula, without having to use Billy Lights. So that was a huge blessing in and of itself. But now she is a beautiful and happy 3-month-old. So that's where that life update is. We are still currently homeschooling, of course. I guess that will conclude my little update on my life with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you have any recommendations of videos you would like to see from me, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you've made it this far and you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.